For daily ask Reddit. To women who have had breast implants, how have they changed your life? I was burnt when I was 2, and as I hit puberty I noticed only one boob grew, and the other didn't. It was incredibly embarrassing as one boob was barely an A cup and the other was a D cup. I went to a plastic surgeon with my mum, got the procedure done, even though the surgeon was "Oh, wait until you're 21, and it was the best thing I've ever done. So much confidence and it's nice to be normal. Close bracket. I had breast cancer and ended up getting a bilateral mastectomy. Prior to that, I had large breast, 44D, and then becoming flat chested was so depressing. A year and a half later, I finally got my implants. My breast implants are half the size of my natural breast, but I appreciate my new boobs. My breasts developed very strangely. They were extremely saggy. They looked like a 90-year-old woman's breasts. My nipples literally pointed down, and my really were about the size of my palm. This picture is close to what they looked like, but they were even worse than this. NSFW. Coupled with the fact that I have extremely large labia, I've learned to deal with that though. I had absolutely no sexual confidence. When I was 18, I went in looking for only a breast lift. I didn't want my breasts any larger, just not saggy monstrosities. The surgeon recommended small-ish implants in addition to the lift to maintain perkiness. Overall, they didn't turn out perfect, but they are night and day from my previous breasts. The operation completely changed my confidence. I'm not ashamed for men to see my chest now. I'm ashamed of the fact that I do technically have fake breasts, since you always hear men saying how they hate fake breasts, but it was way better than the alternative. I have no regrets. A little late to the party, but I'll add my 2 cents. My wife got implants about 2 years ago. She always had a pretty good size rear end and a skinny waist and was flat chested. I found her to be perfect the way she was. We were together for a long time before her surgery, but she didn't like the way it looked. So we do some research and find a doctor. She was worried about the way they would feel, but this doctor places the implants behind the muscle, so you're still feeling natural tissue. They are just larger and perkier. She couldn't be happier. She fills out her dresses the way she wants and can wear whatever she wants without it looking wrong. She definitely didn't do it for me because I made it very clear that I loved her just the way she was. She did it to feel better about herself, and it worked perfectly. I guess I'm really not complaining either, though. Side story. I worked in surgery when I was 19. It was Christmas, so it was a slow day with half the staff and holidays. In come our first 2 patients for the day, twins. Both 18 years old, both for the same reason. Daddy gave them breast implants for Christmas. This was in a public hospital, not a beauty surgeon. Weird ex-Mars. My friend had it done in high school because she was pretty much totally flat. They just didn't develop. I can't say for sure because I'm not her, but we were tight and talked about it a few times. She told me the biggest change was people didn't mistake her for a guy anymore. When we chilled in public I always noticed people calling her dude, and it was always so awkward for me even. So I think that was the biggest thing from my perspective. I know she got hit on more. It made her attractive. She had a boyfriend just a few months afterwards, if I remember right. I kinda regret it. I loved them for a few years. Now I've had a second child I feel even more like I should have never gotten them one. They are too big. I guess that's the surgeon's fault cause I asked to be around a C or a D and I ended up as an E. They kinda make me look chubby sometimes I think too. I got mastitis when I was breastfeeding thanks to the implant getting in the way. 3. They don't magically not look saggy and yuck after breastfeeding because they are fake. 4. There is no way of telling if you get a lump/breast cancer behind the implant. Changed my life completely. Was flat as a tack before. Embarrassed of myself. Felt like a child rather than a woman. Now have killer confidence which has led me to pursue and succeed in things I otherwise never would have. It was the best money I ever spent. Would do again x 1 million.